This is Stephanie Reid and this is the film we made in media, White Death. What have I learnt about technologies from the process of constructing this product? In this film I only had one part where I had to act, so I was handling the technology much more. I learnt that when recording you should record more than needed of the clip, because when you come to editing on the iMovie you can delete whatever's not needed and the match on action will be perfect. Also, while filming we used a variety of shots so we could use the best angle to portray the characters in the film. Since my preliminary task I feel as if I've progressed, as in our film we put a lot of effort into making the match on action perfect. Also, we made sure we used the 180-degree rule when filming a conversation. At the start of our film we decided to have the hallway scene. We'd seen such techniques used in the films like The Shining. We believe it's really effective, so we used this one to have the girl running down. We used the sound we made up ourselves, then we sped it up on iMovie and made it more eerie by adding a cathedral effect, which makes the echo, creating a scary atmosphere. As our audience said, they enjoyed the sensation of being scared. We also added the effect of black and white, as it makes the footage also look more scary. We had a lot of fun filming this clip, as to make it seem fast, I was wheeled about in a chair holding the camera. As I go through the doors, we tried to make it look like they open by themselves, making the idea of a ghost more realistic. At various points at the beginning clip, we used loud shrieking sounds to build it to a climax and to hopefully make the audience jump. We then returned the clips back to colour to show the difference from what the ghost saw and what the humans saw. We also used this to show a contrast clearly between the two.
Hello?
Here we see the first sighting of the ghost, but only the audience sees this, leaving the victim unaware, thus building tension for the audience, as they know something the character doesn't, which is dramatic irony. We also wanted the first time the audience saw the ghost to be quick, so it would leave the impact and have you wanting more. As you can see here, we've left a character on their own, as we want them to be the victim, and we also made sure it was a male, as it's common for the victims in slashers to be female. So we used this method to look unconventional and also to please our audience, as they wanted to see no women being objectified to the role of a damsel in distress. Throughout the film we've used a backing track, which is rather eerie. This is used to set an atmosphere and is also used as the monotone drone until the end to build tension. We had the lights off here to make the clip look more menacing, as from a questionnaire our audience stated that the dark scared them. Again we have a quick sighting of the ghost, as we don't want to give too much away. We use the technique of cutting out half of where she's walking in the clip so it looks like she's appearing in another place to make the character look more frightening, and also we used a sound effect to emphasise her jump. At this point we experimented with different angles with the camera to make it look more interesting, also to show we have progressed since our preliminary task. Here we used the use of lines with the chairs in a row to draw attention to Ben. We liked the idea of the ghost always being hard to see, so we used a room where mirrors were covered with netted curtains. It looked really effective as you could only see her outline. This is to build the tension of the audience.
Hello?
We put the camera behind the character to make it feel as if the audience are walking with him, building a tense atmosphere for the audience. When the character opened the curtains, we didn't want the ghost to be there, so it would confuse the audience and make them also worried about where she might be, thus building tension. We made sure the part where the ghost grabbed onto the character would be quick, so it would shock the audience and hopefully get some jumps. We also used the loud banging noise in the background to add to the shock, then lead it onto a scream when the title came up, as we didn't want the audience to see the death, as we believe less is more and it will want the audience to carry on watching the film. We then faded it onto a high beat music as a juxtaposition to what was happening. What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? We've decided to use Dimension as it's a well-known film distributor. We also know it's owned by a worldwide Disney company, which is well known around the whole of the world. Dimension has released many great slashers, such as Scream 1, 2 and 3, and all the Halloween films. We know these all have had high revenue, so we're sure Dimension is reliable enough to do the same for our film. Who would be the audience for your media product and why? We've decided to rate our film 12A as it only has mild violence and mild horror. As a main target audience, we're deciding to go for teens and young adults, as they're the type of people who are interested in the slasher genre. What do you feel you have learnt through making this film? I feel as if I've improved with my camera handling skills, as I now know what angles and shots will be effective. I also feel as if I've improved on my directing skills. As I didn't do much acting, I was helping to direct the characters into the right positions for the shot. Lastly, I feel as if my editing skills have improved, as I have learnt new techniques such as extracting audio, locking audio and cutting clips. Within our film we used copyright-free sounds from the Macintosh. We also used a CD called Suspense/Drama with the song of Apparition, which was also copyright-free and it was from AKM Music.